Yo, yo, yo.
What's good? What's good, y'all?
Yo, this is Kyle with an E coming at you with Style B. This is Played in Full Podcast number 16.
Style to the Beezy,
Yes, sir.
Bosheezy.
Yo, it's September 19th, 2024. We coming straight at you. There was a lot of shit going on. Um, like,
Talk about it.
yeah, no. Okay, so first of all, me and you ain't record on Sunday like we usually do. We apologize and whatnot, but
Yeah, my bad, y'all. You
yeah,
know,
it's all Gucci. It's all Gucci. But we didn't record on Sunday at all, like we usually do, and we apologize for that shit. But things come up, life comes up, and whatnot. But we have a lot of shit to talk about, and I think it may be a blessing in disguise because of the amount of stuff that's happened within the past few days. It just is gonna be a benefit for us to talk about with y'all. This
facts.
shit that's actually happened that's been popping up the past few days. So I mean, I think it helps in the long run, and I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this one. It's number 16. But what's up with you, dog?
Summer 16 vibes.
Yes, sir.
Know what I
I wish
mean?
it was summer 16. Fucking pre-COVID shit. Like what the fuck?
Right. Good times, good times.
Yo, but what's going on, bro? You good?
Man, life is great.
Is it?
I'm grateful. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain. And every day it's another opportunity. To right your wrongs, to strive for better, to make changes and rearranges. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but with that being said, I'm in good spirits. I keep the man above to the most high. Each and every day, and live life to the fullest.
That's what you all gotta do. I mean, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do what's good for you and yours. Worry about your shit first, and then all the stuff that's external from your family and your house just comes second.
Yeah, yeah,
And you
yeah.
deal with it when you can. So, but yeah, no, I think it was a good week. I think it was a positive that we're recording a little bit after, a little bit after we usually do because there's a lot of shit that happened in the past few days, and I think it's gonna make a good podcast for y'all, to be honest with you. So let's fucking get right into it. So first, on Saturday, UFC held its first event and one of the first live events that was broadcast on national television in the Sphere.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, dog, I thought it was sick. I really thought it was sick, and they put on a good show, but I have a couple nitpicks from it.
Oh.
So, number one, um, I don't really like how the octagon was staged. I mean,
What?
no. Hear me out. Hear me out. You go to UFC to see a live performance, right? Yeah, you go to see a live performance and fucking people fighting each other. So my problem with the whole thing was, as badass as it was and how much money they spent,
Right.
I didn't like it how the octagon was almost like you were watching a concert.
Mm.
If you think about it, because the announcers, Rogan, all those people, they were on one side and they had their backs to the fucking Sphere graphics. And I'm gonna shout out UFC because they did a good job and they honored Mexican fighters on Mexican Independence Day, and they made this sick ass graphic that people could see.
Espanol.
Yeah, no, it literally was legit as fuck. It really was. But as far as seeing a live event is concerned, um, like boxing, I prefer that the octagon is the center of the arena, so people actually surround that shit on every side.
Yeah.
It was more like a theatrical production than it was a fight. And I think that's where my gripe with it is.
Okay.
And my other gripe with it, which, I don't want to go into just straight gripes, but I'm passionate about the UFC, and I don't think holding it at the Sphere, no matter what card or what you have,
Yeah.
is smart because you want people to be surrounding it and actually see every side of everything. Because you're literally watching it, and you got to think about it this way, bro. The Sphere, the steps, and for viewing purposes, the steps and getting up to each, each seat that you have to do, it's almost a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's good for an entertainment standpoint if you're watching an IMAX movie and shit like that, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's good for watching combat sports or any type of other live event that's boxing or martial arts or anything like that. I think it should be more strictly confined to what you can see in like a theatrical standpoint. But fighting's not theatrical. It is, but it's not. Like, you want people to have a good time when you see it.
All right.
Okay, let me put it this way. Gordon Ramsay, you know who Gordon Ramsay is? The chef. Worth $200-300 million. He went and watched the UFC at the Sphere and his seats fucking sucked.
Yeah, but like,
So that should say something to you.
it does. But I mean, the preference, are they
True.
gonna, agree with the preference?
True. And another thing, I get what you're saying, but another thing that I don't really fuck with either is the card was kind of boo-boo.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely
you,
happy. Let me
yeah,
out.
you put Sean O'Malley against a guy that only wrestles and decided to take him down. So obviously the fight's gonna be boring. They're not gonna be banging it out. You got Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso. I mean, Valentina just destroyed. Shout outs Valentina Shevchenko, because that's my girl right there.
Shout outs to Valley.
But I just don't think that I agree with them fucking with the Sphere as far as a UFC standpoint. You couldn't play a football game there. You couldn't play a basketball game there. It would just... You're not close, and it's to the people. You're just basically paying for the fucking backdrops and the graphics that you can see. So
In other words, what you trying to tell the audience is the essence of pure UFC. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the emotion,
facts.
all the intangibles that come with being a UFC fighter. The spotlight, the fame, like, it has to have core values in order for it to be successful.
You have to have the audience that's there watching it involved. If you're like 300 feet up and you can barely see shit of the octagon, and they don't even put the shit on the Sphere,
Right.
like, why are you going there? Just to say you went to the Sphere? That's what I don't get. And I think the card could have been better. Now, if they would have put a Conor fight and a John Jones fight in the Sphere and did that shit hard, then I would have a different opinion. But you got Sean O'Malley against a person who's not pop culturally available. And then you got Valentina, who I fucking love, but let's be honest, she's not that big of a seller.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's like, ooh, Valentina's the shit. I say Valentina's the shit because I'm a UFC fan.
Right.
But not the random person off the street is going to say Valentina's the shit because they don't fucking know something. So if you're going to put on an event that big in the Sphere on the Las Vegas Strip, why wouldn't you have the biggest bangers of people that want to be seen? You know what I mean?
But what about rotation?
Well, I mean, there's good with the rotation, but...
Because we don't know, like, the rotation year long for certain fighters. They could have a numerous of fighters booked on this day, and then this day, and then so on, but not telling the public. So when fighters are ruled out for certain weekends, then it comes down to speculation, like, who's really in control of it, and is it just about that, or is it about contracts as well?
Well, I think the biggest problem is they put too much faith in Sean O'Malley with a bad opponent. I wanted to see him fight, and
Yeah.
I would love to see him fight. But I don't want to see him fight to break the first UFC event at the Sphere. I think it needs to be bigger. I think it needs to be people that are well known, people that motherfuckers that like every part of. You know what I mean? People that are popular in America and around the world.
Yeah.
Like nobody's fucking with Merab Dishvajali. Like, dude, we can't even pronounce these fucking name, dog. Like the fuck. So that I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. But overall, it was a pretty good card. There was a banger. Right before the co-main event and whatnot. But
Facts.
I mean, we got a lot of shit that has been going on with that card. And, everything. I mean, we got a lot of results that y'all could peep right here. I mean, Valentina looked good as fuck though. She really did.
That was a good fight. Let
Oh.
us know in the comments too what was your favorite fight
Yeah.
out of this card.
Well, what's her name too though, yo? Alexa Grasso, or not Alexa Grasso, Irene Aldana fighting the girl and she got her head fucking slit.
Yeah.
See, that's the type of shit that I think should be in the Sphere. I want to see a massacre, some bloody ass shit. Because of the groundbreakingness of holding a live event like that. Like that has never been heard of before. But you know what? Enough about UFC, dog. I just had to go on my little rant.
She
My
had
bad.
that girl looking like Two-Face from Batman.
Nah, bro. Like her whole motherfucking, right between her eye, you could see that.
White meat.
Yeah, bro. You could almost see bone. Like I don't know that for sure, but it is what it is. But point is, I ain't fucking with UFC events at the Sphere. Especially because the octagon is not in the center and people aren't surrounding it. That's like the best part because you could see every side.
Right.
So, I mean, it is what it is, yo. But, I mean, I just think it's crazy. I mean, we had a bunch of good fights and whatnot. And we had fucking Valentina dominating and all that. So, shout outs to UFC. But,
shout outs to him.
Yeah, don't do the Sphere again, guys. Come on, Dana. Don't be fucking with the Sphere.
I mean, unless you're running out of ideas, just keep the essence there. That's all we ask as fans.
Facts.
Keep the essence of UFC alive.
But, we also did have a good football Sunday.
Yeah.
No, we really did. There's some crazy shit that happened. I mean, I don't know how much you fuck with this, but Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, that's a hard one. He's Hawaiian, bro, so forgive me. But, I mean, he just got another concussion, and he's had a few before and a few in college. So we don't really know what's going to happen with him and if he should continue to play the game.
Right.
Other than that, Saints beat the Cowboys, Packers beat the Colts, Jets beat the Titans, Vikings beat the Niners, which is a surprise because Niners are good.
Can't sleep on the Niners.
Yeah, not Brock Purdy or Nick Bosa. But Seahawks beat Patriots, Commanders beat Giants, Chargers beat Panthers. Like, you can go on down the list. Y'all can see right now. But the biggest thing I want to talk about is the Lions, dog.
D-Town.
Yeah, so, the Lions, they had a good game, and there's the potential in there.
Yeah, I saw some key moments during that game. I saw some fight. I saw some missed attempts, some spot-on passes. Just couldn't get the job done down the stretch.
Yeah, they couldn't do it.
But I like the players. I like the development. I like where the team's heading, and I'm not gonna jump the gun, y'all, because it's early in the season. And but as analysts, we're allowed to have predictions and so on and so forth about upcoming games and but just speaking on the Lions in their previous game, I thought they did well. It was just the careless turnovers
Yep.
that really cost them down the stretch.
Dan Campbell's straight up call when he had too many people on the field, that might have cost them the game because of the penalty.
Yeah.
Which I ain't gonna hate on Dan Campbell because that dude's a motherfucking monster, and I will always respect Dan Campbell.
Solid.
But they did good, and you could see the remnants of that team from before. But I think they're just trying to get that new squad right because they drafted a couple cornerbacks for defense. But actually, what we really need to fucking talk about is how much of a gangster Aiden Hutchinson is. Straight up Plymouth boy from Michigan.
Straight
went
out
to
of Compton, but he
went
from
to
Michigan.
went to University of Michigan, and he got 5 sacks, bro. He broke fucking records from OGs in that game.
Yeah.
Even though we lost, Aiden Hutch is a motherfucking beast, bro. 4.5 sacks in a game is unheard of for any type of defensive player. So, shout out to you, Aiden Hutchinson, bro. Like, you was killing it. Like, he broke so many records today.
Facts.
And especially playing in Ford Field, I mean, I don't want to place blame on anybody, but I kind of think it was a mix of Jared Goff and Dan Campbell. I think they're just trying to get their legs under them. And Jared Goff he had a good game, but he didn't have that good of a game. And he didn't create the opportunities that were needed for him to win the game.
Right,
So,
to be successful.
but this week we play the Cards, bro, and I really hope we win because I don't want to hear it from motherfuckers at work.
Yeah, and the Kyler Murray fans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bird gang this, Bird gang that. You know, and AZ is like my second love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say, I'm not gonna support where I'm at, but in the same breath, you going against the Lions. It's Detroit versus everybody.
That's what I'm saying. It's
And
always
that's
Detroit
just
versus
what it
everybody,
is.
dog.
But it's gonna be a hell of a game. We expecting, both teams to, like Kendrick said, you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Well, I mean, the Cardinals are doing a lot better this year than they were last year. They were trash last year.
Yeah.
So they surprised some people with who they beat in the beginning of this season, the first couple games.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Lions lose to the Cardinals, it's not a good sign whatsoever.
Definitely not.
So this is like do or die right here. It's gonna affect the rankings. It's gonna affect what everybody does. So we'll see what happens. But if y'all want to tune in. It's Sunday, 1:25 Western time or Mountain Standard Time. So me and this fool finna be watching it for sure. We're gonna comment on it. We're gonna talk about it while we going. Might post some Instagram clips of us watching it. So just peep the IG and whatnot like that, so we can fucking say what's up. But bro, speaking of some shit, speaking of football, because he was a football player, Shannon motherfucking Sharp, dog.
Club Shay Shay.
Club Shay Shay.
From the Bay Bay.
So what should we start out by saying?
Man.
Like, I don't know. Should we start out by the leaked video that fucking came out on his IG Live, which ESPN isn't going to fire him, by the way. They're not doing it. And I think it was an honest mistake from him. But it's pretty fucking funny to see this fucking fool getting his dick wet. Straight up fucking a bitch and fucking leaving on his IG Live. Like, what the fuck?
Man, that's wild. I mean, even for him. And, like, I've heard, like, numerous, people saying it was staged and bro really put, the narrative out there. Like, he's really putting it down and about that life and just trying to get himself more exposure than what he has already given.
Yeah.
The platforms that he have. But just speaking on the video, I don't know. Like, I would keep it a buck with y'all. Like, my Michelle. Like, who is Michelle? Like, is Michelle even a woman? Like, and then, like what other people been saying, and these are just speculations. Like, I don't really know the real truth, but
Right.
been saying like Shay really might be Shay baby, you know, like really be
Yeah.
sus like that, you know,
I
wearing
don't
the
know about
tight
that.
clothes and
I don't know about that. I think it's just fashion. I think Unk just gets it in. I think he's fucking some bitches right now. I mean, maybe it might disrupt his marriage if he is married. I don't know, but I think that fool just fucking some bitches. I'm not gonna put it in this sus category because I've never seen like Shay Shay. Yeah, maybe the name, but I mean that's like it's almost. I think he's trying to do a play on Ray Ray, like Club Ray Ray. Yo, what you doing, Ray Ray? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So,
I can kind of see that.
yeah, so I think it's a play on words and a play for his podcast and whatnot. But as far as him being sus, I'm thinking that of Shannon Sharp. I mean, he ain't doing no Diddy shit. To be honest, I don't think so. But I mean,
No way. I mean, nowadays with anything and everybody, it's always a questionable no Diddy situation. Like,
facts. Well,
you know, you gotta read between the lines, know the facts,
yeah,
know
let's
the
watch the
history.
video. Let's watch the video, yo. Like, let's get this shit going.
It sounded like.
Sound like she got asthma,
Yeah,
dog.
but that ain't a dude.
Things were getting a little freaky at Club Shay Shay, apparently. And secondly, just own this. Don't deny it. We got the I was hacked. We're working vigorously to figure it out. No need. It's all good. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything illegal. You're not cheating. You
Yeah,
just
you
happened to be on Instagram Live and you were throwing down. And by the way, it sounds like everyone was enjoying themselves. Hands down, though, the funniest part is the live chat talking to Uncle Shay Shay. Damn, Unc, is this you, Unc? Unc, this is not PG. Lock in, Unc.
Yeah,
Man, he gonna definitely
facts.
have that, you know, going for a little while. Just the whole "that's my Michelle" trend. You know, I mean,
Yeah, people.
I mess with, you know, but I ain't really rocking with that. You know, I mean, real niggas know that it was a scheme, just for real niggas to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you know, I ain't knocking it, man. You know, do you? You know, keep doing the ESPN, the other platforms you on, and you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, facts. Facts. But we finna take a little break, guys. We gonna come back at you in a sec.